my amazing YouTube family. I hope you all are doing well. Today I need to figure out my meal plan for the week. I need to go out into my freezers in the garage and I need to see what meats I have out there that I can use. I need to go into my pantry and see maybe seasonings, sides, things to pull together to make a meal. And I need to get a menu plan together. I'm also going to be sharing a grocery haul with you, and then I'm going to take you throughout my week and I am going to bring you into my kitchen as I prepare each meal. I have 4 days that I need to prepare meals for this week. So let's head out to the garage and let me get the base of the meals with the meats that I have. Okay, we are in the garage and right away I'm seeing 2 chickens. So I want to do something, I think I'm going to do something with both of those chickens. Just, I'll prepare them differently. Okay, so chicken for 2 meals. And then we have this pork loin in the refrigerator waiting for Jason to cut it up. And I'm actually going to take a portion of this and do something with pork loin for one of our meals. And then I'm not even going to freeze it. I'll just store it right here in the fridge and I'll probably use that one very first thing. And then I know I have hamburger. So I'm going to go ahead and get some burger out too. So all that meat has got to go in the fridge so it starts thawing out. This is why I love having a refrigerator out in our garage, because that way we can keep the meats out here thawing out for the week. And also having these little dividers, I know they're made for like probably pop cans and stuff, but they're perfect for meats. And if the meats end up leaking any juices out of the bags, they go right into these containers and we don't have a mess in the refrigerator to clean up every week. I looked in my stash of seasonings in the pantry and I found this Sloppy Joe mix. I've had this for a while and I really want to use it. All it takes is an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. So that'll be easy. And I need buns. I need to get buns too. And I found this. It is a pork carnita. This is prepared in the crock pot, which is perfect for a Monday. I love super easy meals on a Monday, and the crock pot is one thing I like to pull in on a Monday morning. I am probably going to be getting cilantro with this. So that'll be good too to start out the week with fresh cilantro. If I use fresh vegetables that I know are gonna wilt quickly, like green onions, cilantro, things like that, I like to use those very first in the week, and then I continue on my week with maybe fresh vegetables like cucumbers and things like that, and then my canned goods come into the final end of the week. But I really wanna deck out these pork carnitas because, I don't know, I'm thinking like lime, cilantro, maybe some guacamole. Ooh, yeah, we'll make it really super good. Even if it's gonna be easy, I can make it extra special for my guys. As far as the chickens, I'm gonna put one in the crock pot, and then I think I'm going to actually roast one in my oven, and I'm gonna surround it, well, I'm planning on surrounding it with some fresh vegetables. So we'll see what I do and how this week turns out. Okay, I have my meal planning book out, so I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna write everything out so I have a plan for the week and I know what we're going to be eating. All right, I'm gonna share my grocery haul with you really quickly. Got some cilantro, green beans. I ended up for some of the lunches this week, got some salad items. So I have some little cherry tomatoes, and then I only ordered 2 limes and I ended up with 4 somehow, but we'll use them. And then a couple of the English cucumbers, some baby carrots. I got some bagel thins for either breakfasts, or we like to have these for sandwiches too. And then some hard-boiled eggs for the salad. I figured that would be good if we made a chef salad for lunches this week. We're stocking up on our oatmeal. I have some maple and brown sugar, honey almond, apples and cranberries, cinnamon pecan, some queso dip, a bag of salad, pack of tortillas, some turkey. Jason loves everything bagels, so I figured this would be a good substitute for bread. Needed a little can of tomato sauce, some paste salsa, guacamole, Bolthouse ranch dressing, some Tostito chips, hamburger buns, Raley's fries. I'm out of my instant mashed potatoes, so I stocked up on those. It's just nice to grab them when I am having a in a hurry type of dinner. So I got some roasted garlic, loaded baked, buttery homestyle. I think this is, yep, 2 buttery homestyles. Chocolate milk, needed some more bags for our iced tea, and then a bag of potatoes. Okay, I'm gonna get these groceries taken care of, and then I'm gonna jump right into prepping some of these items for the week. I find that if I prepare my vegetables and stuff for the week, I am more likely to eat them, where if I don't and I think, oh, I'll just do it on a Monday, I end up not doing it. I get busy during the week and I won't do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the cucumbers prepped and ready for salad. I need to get the eggs chopped up and ready for salads. I also want to put together a can of tuna fish, maybe 2 cans of tuna fish. We'll see what I have in there. And then I want to add some onions, and I think I may have some celery in the refrigerator too that I need to use up. So I'm gonna get this stuff taken care of and get that stuff prepped really quickly. I only found 1 can of tuna in the pantry, so I guess we're just gonna do 1, which is fine because I have other things that I can make this week. And I found celery, so I do get celery and onions. I like celery and onions in my tuna if I'm gonna make up tuna for tuna fish sandwiches. I like that crunch. Telling me to be brave. Well, this is easy enough. So all I had to do was put the pork loin in here. I'm dumping the seasoning packet all over the pork loin. I'm gonna cook it on low for the day, and then I will come back to shred it, and it should be good to go. And the seasoning packet, oh my goodness, this smells so good. You can smell like a smoky flavor in it. I think this can be a good one. Getting ready to shred this pork. Oh my goodness, it smells fantastic. Seriously, I think this is going to make a delicious pork carnita. I'm tempted to dump off some of that juice because I really don't want a lot of liquid in it, so I think I'm going to dump some of that juice off, but I'm going to get this shredded up. I love making pork in the crock pot because if it has any gristle on it or any fat, I can easily take it right off from the pork loin, which is great. And the way that it just pulls apart so easily, it's perfect for shredding up in dishes like this. I decided to leave that little bit of juice in there. I want the meat to simmer in the seasonings and in that juice, so I'm gonna let this simmer together for just a little bit longer before we prepare our pork carnitas. For the cilantro to stay a little fresher, I ended up wrapping it in some damp paper towel, and it worked. So there's a little tip. If you have some cilantro and you need to hang on to it for a few days, just wrap it in some damp paper towel, put it in your crisper, and it stays fresh. All right, for toppings, I have guacamole, some cilantro. I squeezed some lime juice on there. And then for a side, I'm keeping it simple, and I am having chips with some queso dip and salsa. Today's dinner is slow cooker rotisserie chicken. I saw another YouTuber using this really fun garlic press, and it just removes the skin off of the garlic with just a couple little rolls of the device. It is the neatest thing. It cleans up very easily. I found it on Amazon. I'll have it linked below. But I'm going to add 8 cloves of fresh garlic inside the cavity of the chicken. For seasonings, I'm going to mix together 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 3 teaspoons of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of dried parsley, 1 teaspoon of dried thyme, and a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. I washed and patted dry the chicken, placed it in the crock pot. I poured the seasoning mixture all over the chicken and rubbed it in just a little bit. Now I'm going to cook this on low for the day, 6 to 8 hours. We just pulled the chicken out of the broiler. We put it in there for about 5 minutes just to make the skin nice and crispy. When Jason took it out of the crock pot, it fell apart, just like this. So it is done and ready to go. I also have some roasted potatoes with just regular seasonings on them, a little bit of thyme. And then whoever wants it, I also made just instant mashed potatoes. And for a vegetable, I heated up some peas. I also am serving rolls on the side, and this is my plate. It smells so good. I am starving. Tonight is Sloppy Joe night. So I decided that I'm actually going to have the loaded baked potatoes. They're the instant mashed, but my guys are going to have the famous Rally's fries. And then I'm going to pull in some beets for a vegetable and something a little healthy, I think. So that is my dinner tonight. It is absolutely gorgeous outside. We walked down to the mailbox and I was like, oh my goodness, you could not get a prettier day. It is sunny and I think like 65 degrees. It is just gorgeous outside. Is it bad that I am actually looking forward to trying this sauce for the Sloppy Joes? I've been thinking about it off and on all day and I'm like, man, I hope it's really good because we love Manwich. I know it won't be like Manwich, but it'll just be a really good Sloppy Joe sauce. You know how like when you try something new, there's just a niggling in the back of your mind where you're just really hoping that it's good and it's not a dinner that's just kind of ruined or bland or something. Yeah, that's how my mind is working today. All right, I'm gonna start off by scrambling up the burger.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Okay, so this is my plate. I like to put spray butter on my mashed potatoes, and on my Sloppy Joe I always do a little bit of ketchup, mustard, and some pickles. And then I have beets with spray butter in a separate bowl so that the beet juice does not soak into my bun, because to me that is disgusting. This is Justin's. He doesn't like Sloppy Joe, so he's having some leftovers. This is the pork carnitas from the other night. And this is Jason's plate. A little bit of fries, potatoes. Honey, you got carbs going on. That's awesome. Good thing we did some beets, huh? Mm-hmm. And then what do you have on your Sloppy Joe?
Nothing. Just
nothing? That ain't right. Gotta have some pickle.
That's the only way to do it.
Mm. Tonight's dinner is a roasted chicken. This chicken, I found the recipe online, and it is called The Perfect Chicken by Martha Stewart. So we're gonna give this a try. To start out with, I have an onion. You can use 1 to 2 onions. I'm just gonna use 1 in a sprayed roasting pan. Inside the cavity of the chicken, I am placing 2 lemons, 3 cloves of garlic, and some sprigs of fresh thyme. On the top of the chicken, I took a tablespoon of butter and put that all over the skin of the chicken, and then I have salt and pepper all over the top of that. Now it's going to go in the oven on 425 for about an hour and a half, or until a meat thermometer reads the right temperature. For one of the sides, I am just tossing some olive oil, salt and pepper with some fresh green beans, and I'm gonna throw it in the oven on 400 for about 20-25 minutes and get those roasted up. For my other side, I am putting a little bit of olive oil into a frying pan, adding some leftover roasted potatoes. And I'm gonna top it with this Mrs. Dash Southwest Chipotle seasoning. This is the chicken fresh out of the oven. It smells really good, and Jason already dumped the broth off. So the chicken broth is heating up in the pan. I'm going to add a little bit of chicken stock to it, and I'm going to make some homemade gravy. I have a simple cornstarch slurry. I'm gonna add that into the broth. It's gonna be so good because it's been cooking with just the chicken broth with the onions, lemon, thyme, garlic. Yeah, this is going to be a really good gravy. It smells good. Okay, this is my plate. I have the chicken. I have some mashed potatoes with that gravy. I ended up not doing roasted. Justin and Jay and Tim are all doing the roasted potatoes. And then I have some of those green beans. My guys are already digging into the chicken, and they said it is really good and flavorful. Thank you so much for joining me for this fun video full of so many things. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.